Hello everybody, it's Mama Shar here. Welcome back to a brand new video on this channel. Okay, so if you guys can tell, I actually did stick to my word. I'm going to keep this in my background because I feel like it's the perfect background ever. This right here used to say Merry Christmas. I took that down. Even though I think it looked really good in my opinion. Maybe I should get like a New Year's one, or like a Easter one, or a Valentine's one. Depending, just to give like more of a meaning on the YouTube video. Like, I have my Christmas tree up still over here and I would love to show it, but I didn't even put this in my background until after Christmas. So I'm like, now I'm over here thinking, should I just keep the Christmas tree up? I don't know, especially because I didn't put this Christmas tree up until towards the end of December, like maybe like 6 or 7 days before Christmas. And I feel like I just didn't get to use the Christmas tree as much, because usually people put their Christmas trees up on the 1st of December, or like right after, Thanksgiving. But that wasn't me today. That wasn't me this year anyways. And so I'm enjoying the background now. Like, if you guys love this couch, this is awesome. This is a nice couch. I got it from Cons, actually. A really nice couch set. But this video is not about my couches. It's not about my background. It is about basically 2020 and how that went. And it being one of my biggest years I've ever had. And I'm going to tell you guys why. I know that a lot of people don't like this year because of COVID and all that stuff and what it's done. And that part sucks. I'm not going to lie. It does suck not being able to do a lot of things and feeling like you're closed up. But I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys when I say that wasn't my life. I stayed out, not in a bad way, but to work. I, for the beginning of the year of 2020, worked my job at Speedway, the gas station, where I actually really enjoyed my job. I enjoyed the co-workers I had. It was probably one of the first jobs, like I've ever said, where I actually legitimately enjoyed every single crew I worked with, that's insane, It was at the point where I didn't mind working graveyards, because graveyards, if I was working with someone that's fun, it was always great. But, I gotta give kudos to Speedway for being a good job for me at that point. I did go through Speedway all the way until August, when I decided to branch off and do my own thing. But before we go on to then, I want to talk to you guys more about the beginning of 2020 and how it impacted a lot of my life. So throughout the years, I have, and you guys have seen that I have struggled. Okay, I've been very much struggling, and I got a lot of hate for struggling and asking people to donate. At the beginning, I was asking people to donate. People were thinking that I was begging and I should go to work, but I was working. I don't know, like I said before, and I'll say it multiple times, YouTubers just get hate for whatever the fuck they are. Like, I could literally be like, just sitting on my camera, and I'll still get hate for some reason. But that's just the life of a YouTuber now. And I'm messing my hair a little too much, guys. Y'all know how I am. But I digress. 2020 was a big change, because if you guys don't know, I was struggling for so long. I lived in for my first apartment back in around 2018 era, and that was going great. I was living in a studio apartment, and if you guys don't remember those videos, go check those videos out. Like, they are what they are. It was a very ghetto area of my city, and I could barely make rent, and it just was a very hard situation. I was working at a job that I really wasn't happy with, and everything was going kind of like crappy in a way, for lack of a better word. And then I moved from that. I decided to make an adjustment from that apartment. And I said, I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck, and I've been doing this for years. And I decided to say, well, what if I just live in my car? And that's what I did. I lived in my car for about a week, and I was kind of like all happy about it. You guys remember this. If you guys are long-time subscribers, you guys will know that I lived in my car for about a week, and it was one of the hardest things ever, because it would get super hot. I would park at a Walmart and literally sleep in my car. It was really the struggle. Like, there were times when I had to get like myself an electric fan just to fan my face while I was sleeping in my car, because it got so hot in there. So it was really bad. My sister ended up taking me into her place, and I just stay off the grid when it comes to like my stuff. So I kept going to the same doctors, because it's called Healthcare for the Homeless here in Albuquerque, and I really liked the people there. So I legitimately decided to stay there, to stay basically hidden and say that my sister's place was like a shelter for me in a way. And I necessarily wasn't even on a lease, so it's kind of like I was homeless in a way. Everything was going good. I ended up moving in with my ex-boyfriend. If you guys don't remember those videos, go check those out. I moved in with him for a little bit, and relationship fell apart. Moved back into my sister's. There was a lot of things that happened behind the scenes in my sister's. I'm not going to tell you guys about because it's more of a personal situation. From there, I ended up losing my job at the place I was at, the place that we were. If you guys refer back to those videos, we had our little situations. But unfortunately, due to other things, I can't talk about that anymore either. So from there, I went on an 8-month hiatus where I just didn't work, and I enjoyed my freedom and unemployment and what I deserved to get out of the situation that had happened with my previous job. So while I was getting all that stuff, I was still living with a lot less bills than I have now, especially before I even after I had lived in my own apartment. So basically, if you guys don't remember, I mean, everyone, like, I'm gonna give hats down to Robin. Robin, if you watch this video, you know who you are, honey. Thank you so much. Robin, she has donated to me over $1,000 on my my GoFundMe, and because of that, like, that really helped me survive during that time, and I really am thankful. And I also had other Charlotteers that did help me as well. We all combined for $1,400 help. That's like a stimulus check from you guys, from my Charlotteers. Not to mention, I have made money off of YouTube. I made around $400 off of YouTube. Ain't that big of a deal, but like, for me, it's something, you know what I mean? It's extra money that comes in out of nowhere that you can actually like be like, oh my god, I have something to look forward to, you know what I mean? So that's always a good thing. So I was going through money issues. I got my breast augmentation done like a week before I got my new job, and I was at Speedway. But my money issues were still a problem. I still had bills. I still had a lot of things going on. Speedway stayed as a job, but I lost income going to this new job. I liked it, but I had to lose income because, one, it wasn't all the hours that I got in my last job, and it wasn't extra pay and, like, you know, bonus pay and stuff like that. It was just flat out just minimum wage. Okay, so it wasn't the best thing in the world. In fact, I went from making around $500 a week to making $298 a week. So it wasn't that great. If you guys don't remember, at the beginning of this year is when I made a drastic change in my life, and I decided to join the adult community. And it's funny because I joined the adult community based off of, like, just kind of being curious. I got on a website called Chatterbait, and I don't know if I'm allowed to, like, really promote that on YouTube, but I joined servers on Chatterbait, and I kind of got curious as to what it was, and I went online, and I got like over 100 people my first day, and I was like super excited, and I'm like, this is actually pretty good. I thought to myself, I masturbate all the time, why not do it on camera? And I was at that point where, like, you know, I saw a lot of I started following people on Twitter, especially people that were in the adult community, because I already had friends that were in the adult community, and I was like, okay, you know what, I wonder what it'd be like to be like this. And I saw a lot more trans women out there that were supporting, you know, basically, you know, like pushing up like the trans flags on these adult community sites. And I know it is a cliche thing for a trans person to join the adult community because it is basically where all the people that are trans go to. But in my opinion, it was my savior, and I'll tell you guys why. So for 5 years, 5 solid years, 6 years, I have struggled income-wise. My bills were never, ever, ever, ever just 1 or 2 or 3 bills. I've always had over maybe $1,500 in bills every month. And being at a minimum wage job was not going to work. And it was something that I was only putting myself to. I would fall behind bills so much. I think the longest I fell behind on one of my car payments was 1 month behind. And that was a struggle. I joined the adult community, and my income, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna be real because this is what it should be. Like, this is the realness of it. I went from $1,200 a month to $3,000 a month, and I began to see success come out of things that I never thought I would ever be successful in. Then fast forward, I made my first porno in April of this year, of 2020, and that granted me a couple more grand to put in my savings account. From then on, I never actually seen a zero on my account again. And I had something else come in, not allowed to say it due to legal reasons, but it was a motivator. It was a motivator to me because it helped me get to where I am today. I'm a lot more smarter with my income and a lot more wiser with my income. I mean, I think they're both the same. Wiser, smarter. But all in all, I look at my growth at this year compared to last year. Last year's growth that I had was $15,000 to $20,000. This year's growth was $60,000. It's a big change. And if I count one of these other things, it's my income was around $80,000 this year. It's the highest I ever had in my life. It was a big year for me because I took ownership of myself and what I'm doing. I decided to cut off listening to bosses, going to work, and doing things for myself. I joined the adult community. I felt what it was like to make my own money at my own time without having to clock into a job. And it was amazing. I did shows. I blew up in the adult community. I tell you guys, I had Twitter that had 600 followers for the longest time. 600 went to 5,000 real quick. My tweets were getting 500 likes on them to 1,000. I was getting live show requests every single day. My fans throughout all like platforms went from a 7,000, 8,000 amount of fans to a good 25,000. People follow me like all over the place when it comes, like even my camming site got over 5,000 followers. That's how amazing it was. My cam shows were getting 100 followers a cam show, and it was really good, but it was exhausting, and I ended up deciding to let go of it because I ended up talking to someone, and I didn't think that they would like the idea of me doing cams, and I decided to stop doing cams, and I stopped working at my other job, Speedway. I left on my own terms, and I decided to go Uber Eats. So now I do Uber Eats full time. I do it full time because I needed to compensate for what I've lost from Speedway and from adult content. I still do adult content just a little bit. 2020 has been a big year for me because of the fact that I did a lot of growing in that time. We started this year off with 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. We are now at 5,600 plus. Thank you guys so much. And I don't know, I'll give you guys probably the number down below, how much views we actually hit this year. We hit 1 million views earlier this year. We're at 1.2 million. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. We recently just posted a video that has 35,000 views. And I can't be any more thankful than I am now. Like, you guys have seen my channel, and I know that I'm still, like, one thing I really want to improve on is making YouTube videos consistently and actually being able to, like, get off my rusty dusty and help and do this stuff, because I just want to be able to get on the camera and know that I have a whole family waiting for me. And I mean, I already do, but a bigger family, you know? My big goal for 2021 is going to definitely be to hit 10,000 subscribers. And I really hope that we can do that. So if you guys have not shared the channel, go share it. And friends, family, grandma, grandpa, I don't give a crap. Share the channel. We have a lot of things to come, and I want you guys to be there to see it. No haters. If you want to be a hater, go find another channel to hate on. If you want to hate on us, it's okay. I could do the view though. I like the views. But yeah, that's what it comes down to. 2020 was a big year, income-wise, growth-wise, learning how to be my own person-wise, learning how to just decide that I wasn't going to settle with shit anymore. That I was going to do whatever I could to make myself happy, income-wise, and a lot of stuff. If you guys don't know, I've recently gone into a relationship. So that's another big one for this year. I've spent a lot of this year struggling relationship-wise, and I kind of was a lone wolf this entire year, most likely. When I was in the adult community, I really kind of stirred away from, I actually kind of started getting into a lot of just sexual things with people, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like toxic to me in a way. I kind of didn't like it, so I let go of that. And since I haven't done an adult community, I haven't really, been like that. And I'm happy. I'm with someone right now, and I could never be happier than I am now. 2020 has been amazing, and I hope 2021 will be even better. I know you guys are probably going through a lot with COVID. Trust me, I have to. But next year will be better. I promise. I love every single one of you guys that come to my channel, my live streams, all that stuff to talk. It means a lot. I love my Charlotteers. I don't give a fuck what anyone has to say about me calling you guys my Charlotteers. You guys are my family. I've been calling you guys Charlotteers since the beginning of my fucking YouTube channel. It does not mean that I'm trying to be a celebrity over here, because I'm not. And if I'm a celebrity in my own mind, let me be. You know what I mean? That's my deal, We got our tattoos. We finally got a tattoo this year, by the way. I haven't had a tattoo since I have Horace tattoo that I got a long time ago, back at the beginning of my transition. But now we got this. So 2020 was a huge year. I got a brand new car. I got, I just did a lot of things. My mindset changed on how my car was going to be. I wanted my car to be like nice. I got my own apartment. 2-bedroom, guys. 2-bedroom. My income increased from $3,000 a month to $4,200 a month. I could see 2021 be such a better year, and hopefully for all of us. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, leave it a like. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe to Charlotte Cheers today, and ring the notification bell if you guys want to be notified every time I go live on YouTube or upload to YouTube. Also, follow my other social media links down below in the description below. Blah 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 blah. If you guys want to support me by income, you can always donate to my GoFundMe or buy my book Apple Mia. $9.99 for a digital copy and $18.95 for a printed copy, and make some special requests for a signed copy. I'll let you guys know how that works. Just message me, DM me on platforms like Instagram and Snapchat. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna show you my shot. Cheers. I love you guys lots, like tater tots, apricots, lollipops, and ladybugs with lots of spots, hand hugs and kisses. Happy New Year.